Welcome the fuck back, viewers, and let's play this shit. So, we got my favorite area. As you can see, we are in the Cosmo area, as it's labeled here. But more importantly, this scene right here is my personal favorite in the entire fucking game, for reasons that you can hear in the background. The fucking music here is by far the best as far as I'm concerned. Oh god, more Bugenhagen. If you don't have Red 13 named as Nanaki, you will this guy will be saying, or will be calling him Nanaki, so it's a little bit of a funny thing if you have him named Nanaki. Oh, that's right, you helped our Nanaki. Please come in. Who's Nanaki? Yeah. So we get a little bit of an entertaining thing considering we named Red 13 Nanaki. It's just a minor bit of entertainment to me. In other news, viewers, next scene number 11, where I go through Nibelheim and get a couple enemy skills, I will have another guest commentator. This one's pretty damn special. It will be a wee bit of a surprise, but hey, it's fun stuff. In here we can buy better weapons, but as I stated earlier, the only ones that are going to get better weapons are the ones that I don't have double AP growth for the weaponry. So in other words, just Nanaki, considering he is a character, or a mandatory character in this scene. Let's see. Let's Player's drink of choice for the day is Dr. Pepper. Aw, yeah. Let me think. Oh! I'm getting something interesting in the mail soon, viewers. A certain game called .hack Fracture. For those who don't know the .hack games, there are .hack 1 through 4, which came out, I think, in all countries. Then there's .hack Fracture, which is a Japan-only import, as in it's Japanese only. Let's see, .hack Links for the DS is Japan only, then there's the GU series. Either way, I'm getting Fracture, and I may go on it, I may stumble through a Let's Play of that. You know, just to get a few yucks. So, let's go visit Nanaki and his, apparently, grandpa. Yo, Mr. Booger! Yep, this guy is named Bugenhagen, but during this entire Let's Play, most of the time, I'm gonna call him Mr. Booger. Only because Mr. Booger is so much easier to say than Bugenhagen every single time. Screw you, Mr. Booger. I ain't calling you by your real name. Ooh, music kinda went out. Yeah, he's telling sort of a backstory behind the game. And for some reason it pans up to the telescope. funny enough, later on in the game, the sounds that y'all just heard are described as the sounds the weapons make. Not our weapons, but Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, and Ultima weapon. Yes, there are a lot of weapons in this game. And to think that in the Final Fantasy series, it started off with just Omega weapon. Ironically enough, there is no Omega weapon in this game, and in future games there are only, I think, Ultima and Omega weapon, but either way, the weapons are a pain in the ass to beat except for Diamond weapon because he is a mandatory boss and therefore has significantly less HP than all of the others. Sapphire weapon we don't fight at all, and yeah, the other three can be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna hold off on fighting Ultima weapon until I get Cloud up a few levels and have a bunch of HP memories because there is a very special enemy skill that you can learn off of them, and yeah, it does 8,000 damage by the time that I'd be getting to them at the end of Disc 2. So, might as well just form a temp party. Like I said, Inaki will become a permanent member of the party for this section, so we might as well buy better equipment for him since I don't have any double AP equipment for Nanaki. And of course, I know what some of you guys are thinking, it's after the Gold Saucer, why don't you just buy up better equipment anyways? I still can't be bothered to do that, considering why would I want to buy 3 of one equipment, then in the next town immediately have to buy 3 of the next equipment? Just does not seem money-wise to me. I think someone was knocking on the door right then, or something like that, I don't know. Either way, like I was saying, it's fun stuff considering buying new equipment in each town gets really expensive. So instead of buying 3 equipment from every town, essentially, I'll be buying 1 equipment, or 3 equipment from every 10 town, or every 10 new towns that you reach, or something like that. It's just money conservation, especially since I'm going to be going through the trouble of getting the Golden Chocobo and therefore the Ultima Summon, no, not Ultima Summon, the Knights of the Round Table Summon in Disc 2, right after I get the High Wind. It's, I'm gonna need as much money as I can get before I get to that point. In other words, I'm pretty much not going to be buying any better armor or anything like that from this point on. Pretty much. There are a few exceptions, but I've already got pretty good armor right now, and we find better armor later on. Along with accessories that make us immune to certain magics. In fact, we're gonna, with the boss fight that's coming up soon, not in this section, I think it's in scene 16, we get pretty damn good mail equipment. It gives half damage to all elements, essentially. What it does is give half damage to lightning, fire, ice, and earth, I believe. It's called the Dragon Amulet. And then there's one for the females, but I don't remember what it's called and don't remember what half damage it gives. Either way, it's a pretty damn good piece of equipment. Now, later on in the game, after I've gotten the Golden Chocobo, I won't really have any need for being stingy on my money, so I will probably go through and buy the best armor anyways. And what are you doing? That is one fucked up looking Earth. what does happen if you take all the... Ooh. That's not good. Not good at all. Gotta say though, the musical scores in this game are pretty good. So it's it definitely isn't as bad as I make it out to be sometimes, but it's still not the most godly game ever made kind of thing. Excuse me, viewers, had chicken. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh hey, there's some random kid trying to fuck around with that thing. We'll be going over there soon enough. In the meantime, let's just go on and run down these darn steps. And time for more random cutscenes. Yeah, the unfortunateness of the disc ones in most games, it's usually like 90% story and 10% action kind of thing. Final Fantasy VIII was slightly better on that, but or I should say Final Fantasy IX was slightly better on that because they kind of blended the action with the story. That way I wasn't sitting around for 30 fucking minutes waiting for the storyline to shut the fuck up. And before anyone asks, yes, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy IX. It's one of my top rated games of all time. And speaking of which, I've got my 100 milestone, or 100 video milestone coming up here pretty damn soon. I gotta think of what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do a top 10 favorite games. Get some footage from each game that I'm gonna talk about, dialogue during those footage, you know, all that fun stuff. In this section, whoever you talk to first will raise their affection a bit, and whoever you talk to last out of the 5 that have the, or out of the 4 that have the affection ratings will lose some affection for you. So what I normally do is just start with Yuffie, then Barrett, Aeris, and end with Tifa because Nanaki's always right next to her. And oh, shut up, you Tifa. Not you. We can listen to you talk all fucking day. Oh hey, it's Mr. Bugenhagen. So, Mr. Booger, what do you got for us? Okay. See ya. The place may be big. Oh. So let's just go on and grab Yuffie and get the fuck moved on. Go on and equip the silver barrettes. And yeah, let's go to the talisman. Okay. Oh man, I gotta go rest up at the inn. Aeris, stop touching my precious areas.